Okay, that's one final update. Well, there might be more, but it's our base is pretty much finished. But who knows? Maybe I'll think of something more. Yesterday, I want to talk about externals. Yesterday, this guy actually he was raiding a base nearby, and these two guys, and I was wanted to do it, but then they were while I was getting my stuff to do it, I saw them working on it. So I lured them when they were done and they had their stuff. Um, yeah, of course I started shooting at them, and I lured them next into this area here because they were like very greedy and wanted to like get my stuff off my body, but I had this turret here. So luckily, at the same time they jumped in this area to get to me after I died and loot my body. So both of them got killed by. I had a python in there now. Now I have a bolty. But yeah, so they both got killed. And but the guy came back and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna raid your base," and it was so funny because he was like, wasn't even seriously geared. You know, it was like low tier stuff he had on him, like one of those single shot shotguns, and the other guy had like a bow or something. So I was so just funny, like, "Oh, I'm gonna raid you," like I was gonna impress. Like I know I know how much silver you need to raid this base. I mean, it's like a 40 C4, which is about like well, one C4 is about 220, 2,200 gunpowder, which is like 4,400 silver. So yeah, so that's like so I was like, oh, how much do you need? Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna calculate it. And I'm like, yeah, you need like hundreds and hundreds of. Yeah, you need a few 100,000 silver notes. But anyway, but he said one thing that did strike. Oh, there's no light anymore. He said one thing that made sense to me. He said, "Oh yeah, but I know where your TC is. I'm just gonna raid your TC now. If he raids my TC, uh, now my TC could be, of course, in one of my main bunkers, which is like this one or that one, which is obvious. That's stating the obvious. It could be in any of these like metal areas. I made things a lot more metal, so it's not that obvious anymore what is metal and what is not. So this is, of course, this is what, guys. This is a loot room, and this one is a loot room. But yeah, because much more is metal and also more garage doors. It could be anywhere. It could be good stuff. Now this was originally a loot room. This was a loot room. So of course, having to go through either the doors or just straight to the walls, it's like 40 C4, which is a huge amount of C4 to have. And but yeah, if they would like go find my TC somewhere, and they would get the TC, then they still need to of course destroy the other walls because yeah, the door's not just gonna automatically open when they get my TC. They're gonna still be locked. But if they would wait like a couple of days, let's say I wouldn't be online, or I wouldn't, if they would put down the PC and would like leave me, it would be a hard time. I would still be able to use those doors, of course, because they're my doors, but they could build something in front of here because they have TC privilege. Now, I don't think you can build here, which is good actually. This is something to think about, like if you build until you cannot build anymore, because if I cannot build here, they cannot build here. And I did happen to before with another base where I was like, why aren't they like griefing me? And then I realized later when I tried to build in front of my door, I like, oh, I can't even build anymore. That's true. And then I realized why they didn't grieve me. So this door is, you cannot build in front of this door, and you cannot build in front of the other door. So now if they could have like replaced door, like yeah, they could still replace doors, but yeah, it's like it's a good thing if they cannot just like build walls in front of your and grief you like this, because that's what they do a lot. um, so that's a good trick. And But yeah, still, like if they if they would, it would be a big problem if they would get my TC. So I thought, well, I'm just a solo player. Should I go for external walls? And I never used external walls on my own much, so I had to like Google it and watch how they were built. So now this one I kind of made up myself, but the first one, this one, I did it the way they showed me. So the thing you do is you build a square here, and then you can keep building squares, or better, you could do like these stairs. So use these stairs. I think they're like cheaper. I think they're like 100 metal, and you need like 6 or 7 steps. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, my 7th was where I could build my TC. And you have to check maybe here you can place TC. So just put like just build like 5 stairs, and then later on you can destroy this square and replace it with a triangle, because then it's not touching. See here, so it's a different base, but it's very close. Now, how does externals? How do these external walls work? It's very simple. Normally, when you have the TC, like see, you have TC here. You see, I have building priv, right? You see that right in the right-hand bottom on my screen. Upkeep time 72 hours, building priv. So this is the TC that's in here. Now, if I walk away from this TC, it will disappear. Look, it disappeared. You see, there's no more building priv. If I go closer to it, it will appear. So I can so nobody can build here in the area of my base. Nobody can build here. So this is a complete building priv. They cannot put sleeping bags down. They cannot, like, if I would have walls, they could not like build things to go over my walls. So that's the main reason why normally they build like external TCs to protect the walls. But now, since the new update, so the TC is in here, and the TC is like this little cupboard, tool cupboard actually, and so I need to protect it. It's not that strong. It's like one satchel to destroy, but it permeates this building priv. And oh, this is not so good. Okay, let's get some. Let's get a new torch. So yeah, but things has changed. So it's no longer the TC. So I have a TC here too. You see, I got building priv. I put a tile on this one. It's the same idea. You have like one box with a TC. Now I love using boxes with draw boxes and sleeping bags, because now with the unlimited sleeping bags, it's so much more easy to use. Normally after like 7 sleeping bags, I could hardly spawn into the world, because I would have used all my sleeping bags in these boxes. But now, even less, I think like you can, like I could maybe fit 3 of those sleeping bags in here, so it's not good. You can use it for like a solo, duo, or trio. Now you see here I'm going also like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like 7 again, and I use stairs because they're cheaper and also more durable. Like this, you could like hit it with pickaxes or something, and you could destroy it, which would be like I don't know, like 100 or more, like a lot of pickaxes, but you could destroy it maybe with one of those drills, you know, just drill through it, which I don't think they're, and still, but the building permeates now from each building block. So like this building block, these stairs permeates building priv. This triangle permeates building priv. Now, so instead of normally, like if I walk like 7 blocks from the TC where the building priv would like disappear, it's no longer the TC that's in there that's doing the building priv. It's actually the blocks on which it stands. So although there's 7 blocks of building priv from this block, there's also 7 blocks of building priv from this block. So let's say my TC would get destroyed, which is somewhere in this base. I would have still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would like my whole base would be covered just by that one square. Like this whole base mostly would be covered. Now of course there is a limit, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but this would not be covered because it's too far away from that one. So I had to build one here. You see? So this is also like 1, 2, 3. So you can see that with these three TCs I have now. Let's see if I can make it this time. Okay. So there's one here too. So they all like they're like satellites, and they just like permeate this building pref. So if my TC would get like busted, like my whole base would be still be covered with building prefs. So they could not grieve me. They could not put doors in. They, you know, so and there. So normally, like, so they cannot wait for my base to decay and then get my stuff. Now I already put like some drop boxes here just in case, so I can take things out of my like loot rooms. But now I probably don't, hopefully don't need that anymore because now I have the extra TCs. So this is how these TCs work and why you need them. So I mean, I wouldn't worry too much, like if you have a little starter base, about putting up these extra external TCs. But yeah, definitely as you grow bigger and bigger, start thinking about maybe putting one or two of those things down, and just make it a bit harder, because now this whole TC, I'll get your TC idea of like, we'll get your TC and then wait until your base decays. It no longer works, because they would have to like get all three of these together with my main TC. So, and these, so like I said, like every box is like 4C4. Is that true? Yeah, 4C4. That's like twice as much as stone, so it's like 4C4. And this is also all metal, and the only thing they could pick would be like this square, and I mean it will, that's not going to be a big deal, because there's still going to be permeating a lot of like building pref, like most of my base. So that will be it will be pretty safe. As you can see, I have like a different tower now. My tower got yeah, let me spawn in it. My tower, I put stone in it, but then I forgot to put the stone in the TC. So yeah, that's a bit pity. I lost like one of the sniper rifles I had in there. But yeah, I'm happy now, because it gave me a good reason to like build a bigger base, and because the other one feels a bit cramped. Although it did work fine. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad build or anything, but especially yeah, the thing is that tactically, like, you can move around a bit more in this. You can see, like, if I crouch down now, nobody can hit me, and then I go up, and then I can go in and out. And also, like, they can, if I die here and my gun drops here, they can maybe stand here, and then, because you can build, I think they can build here and here, but they're not going to be able to build in front of this. So I'm pretty safe here, unless my gun drops through the window, which also can happen because it drops in front of you. So don't stand like this. Try not to do that. Even if they like go all the way here, stay here, or like put a box here so you can stand on the box, and then you have more elevation. Like, I already have one box here. This will give me a little bit of elevation here. You see? So without elevation, it's like this. This will give me some elevation, and you can put more things down that you can just stand on, just in case, so you don't need to run forward and try to peek down, and then if they kill you, you drop your, and they know this, they will bait you and like walk, so you will walk next to your window and then kill you, and you'll drop your weapon. And so this is a much better build for like protecting from that, although the other build also, like, I could just stay in the back. Like, I would just open the front door, and I would be here, and I would be like shooting from here, and it would be pretty safe. But yeah, so here I can have a drop box. I can get the gun, There's no scope on it yet, but like I said, like if I die now, my gun would maybe fall here, and they maybe could build like a few things here and then get my gun. So I'd rather just stay in the center and shoot from the center, and yeah, that way you have a much. Oh, this is also like I wouldn't. It's not actually try to do it like this, and maybe put something here where you do it like this. Because if you stand here, if I die now, they probably get my gun and ammo and stuff from my body. So yeah, that's you really have to stay in the center and stay far away from the window as possible. So actually I have to put some more boxes here, because as you can see now, I can only really reach the tops, and that's not very useful. So I need some more elevation here. So I'm probably gonna put some boxes here or other things to stand on. And yeah. Now the nice thing about this, like about these half walls, I had to use windows here, which I don't really regret, because I'm not gonna upgrade. But like if you would ever upgrade this whole to metal, then this would be a weak point, because it would be weaker than metal. But if you would, so it's try to, like, if I would have like put some support behind these squares, I might have also made like these kind of windows instead of the big windows, because this is just metal. They can easily it's more easy to destroy than, let's say, if I would upgrade this to metal. But yeah, it would be a bit expensive tower if I would do that, and I'm just gonna have like one or two weapons in here, like maybe one good sniper rifle, and maybe one or two semi-automatics for my buddies. So if they like spawn in here, I have to change the locks for them. So yeah, so this is my new design, and my improvement on my design. Oh yeah, my new tower design at least. Some improvements on my main base. Yeah, also one thing. Let's talk about the heaters. Let's close some door. Go to my other base. I put some heaters. Probably the new addition, the heaters. So I had to find out how they work. So let me just explain the heaters. Because here I'm in the snow, and in the snow it's very cold. Of course, as you can see, it's getting cold. I'm getting cold, you see. And this is during the day. At night it's going to be like minus 40 or something, and just going to kill me really quick. And if I walk here, my lights turn on, you see. And here you see I have a little heater that also just turned on. And here I have a heater. Now the heater, it permeates like a sphere. Like where I'm standing now, like on top of this. This is like the center of the circle. And probably here where this light is. This is like no, it's not a circle. It's a sphere. So the center of the sphere is like maybe where this light is on the where it's connected to the roof, because this. Actually, it should have been higher than. Now it's probably where my eyes are right now. So where my head is, there's the circle of the. So I'm getting like heat. I'm in the circle of heat of this thing, and then there's another one here. Now then they don't only go like one square. So this one heats this whole square. It heats this square, and it heats like this part of this square. But if I would stand like here, I would get cold because I'm too far away from that heater. So that's why I put down this heater. This will heat this area and this area and most of this area, and then like this heater. Yeah, so my doors are always closing on me automatically. So this one will heat this square and parts of that one and this one. So this is really the best part of my base to be in right now, because it just gets heat from all areas. And yeah, I have like I tried it with one, and I had it on the side of my wall, and it was just really annoying because I didn't know how it worked. So I found out how it worked. So just put it like, if you want to heat this square, put it one square away on a wall, and it will heat the whole square. Also, if you have like an extra layer on top, like an extra extra. If on top you also your base is also like you have you just put it like on the edge on the top of the wall, because then it will also heat the other floor. But I don't need to do that, so I can just put them in the middle of my walls. And yeah, so this is how it works. And yeah, this is heaters. And you can see, like, I'm in the cold now, and I'm like I get comfort from, I have like I get comfort from these blankets on the ceiling, these rugs, and because I'm full heat. See, I'm getting comfort from them because I'm like nice and comfy. And if I like would get on this, you can see my comfort going up. You see, it was 30, 44. No, it's not great. Yeah. Like you see these little ruffles. Like if you go close to these ruffles, you will go up to 90 actually. But yeah, so it's very good. Just eat some food. If your food's above 100, you will heal up, and you will go to like 100 health. Now you can see now I'm outside in the cold, and this is the reality of this place. It's really cold here. It's minus 11. I'm not gonna die really quick with the sun on me. Hey man, what's up? Yoo-hoo. Not gonna kill me? Probably has full inventory or something, or he's like he wants to go. Oh, he just wants to go to the launch. He doesn't care about me. Okay. So yeah, yeah. What more can I say? Anyway, have a great day, and yeah, lots of love, beautiful day. See you.